I'm making Scotch eggs in what used to be the Tinglebridge Tea House in Mahone Bay, Nova Scotia. It's a great recipe, so much fun. You have boiled eggs and you wrap them in sausage meat, roll them in some dips, and then deep fry them. Very good food for when you've got a big appetite. Just give a plate of those to a room full of boys watching a sports game and you'd be very popular. So what you need are hard-boiled eggs. Don't boil them too hard, just maybe for 5 minutes because they're going to cook more in the oil. And then you wrap them in sausage meat. I just get packages like this of seasoned sausage meat. I wouldn't get anything too spicy hot, but some people may like it. And then I break it down into little patties so I can roll it. Okay. One package does about 4 eggs, regular size. Now see, I've just flattened that out a bit. So you need a bit of egg, which will help things stick. Keep the crumbs on, and you just whisk that up with a fork. Voila. Flour, that's the first thing. And a breadcrumb mixture. So let's get that ready. Breadcrumbs, you can just whiz them up in the whizzy machine yourself. And I put a little bit of Parmesan in too, for flavor. You don't need to, you can just use breadcrumbs. And parsley, which you also don't need to use, but I like the color. Chop it nice and fine. Then you get a speckled egg. This is my feminine touch on what's otherwise a pretty masculine dish. So there we have parsley, Parmesan, and breadcrumbs. It's mostly breadcrumbs. You want them to get nice and toasted and golden, like that. You take a flat patty like this, and to get it to stick to the egg, you want to dip the egg first in flour. Just give it a little coating and then shake off the dust. Set it right on top like that. And then, it's like arts and crafts really. Wrap the sausage meat around it so that it coats evenly, and then pinch it so that it doesn't crack apart once it's frying. And then just in the egg, so that the crumbs stick, and into the crumbs, so that they coat completely. This is a very impressive looking thing. It's fun to make and a real treat. And if you've got really hungry people, teenage boys for example, this is the kind of stuff they love. So make sure your oil is hot, but not too hot, just simmering away. So then lower the egg in with a slotted spoon so it doesn't splash on you. Magical sound of frying. And it needs about 4 minutes. So just take it out with the slotted spoon so any oil falls off. You can set it on paper towel if you want, but this is quite dry, and add it to your nest. So to serve these, you can have them with a salad, you can have them with some pickles, it's basically pub food. And a serrated knife is good for cutting them in half neatly. And then you see you've got this perfect sunny egg, not too overcooked in the center, with perfectly cooked sausage all around, a nice crunchy edge. And just one last tip, if you find you cut through and you find the sausage isn't quite cooked through, just put them on a baking sheet and pop them in the oven for a minute or two, and it'll finish them off, and they'll be nice and warm for your gathering. And the pièce de résistance for a happy table. Whoop. Voila.
Create and innovate with a great taste of Johnsonville sausage. Visit johnsonville.ca for your inspiration.